So it's been 90 days of me eating nothing else but raw meat, and I've achieved a level of focus and level of mental clarity that I didn't think was even possible to get. And every single person that you follow online right now is talking about, oh, you need to have peptides, you need to do nicotine, you need to drink coffee. I don't do any of that shit. I haven't touched peptides. I've never used nicotine in any type of way. I don't drink coffee. I've tried it once in my entire life. And I still have, I guarantee you, way better focus and way better ability to just lock in and get stuff work and not get distracted than you have watching this video right now. So please sit down, lock in and listen to this, because I'm going to share exactly how you can get insane levels of focus without touching something that's unnatural. It's going to give you negative side effects and make you weaker as a person overall. Okay, so raw meat, 9 days of doing it. Number one, what's the actual big benefit? Why should you even do this? A lot of people think it's weird. It's getting a bit more like mainstream right now of doing raw meat. The big thing when you do it is your digestion is gonna just improve so much. Like the difference between me right now eating raw meat versus before, it's a night and day difference. When I eat raw meat, I can eat like half a kilo of raw meat, which I usually what I eat for lunch every single day. I can eat that stuff and then just like get straight back into work. Zero like energy loss or like energy like in terms of a dip. I don't get that whatsoever. Just keep working. And I just feel so much better all the time. Like I can sleep, let's say 5-6 hours in the night. Typically, if I would eat raw, like a cooked meat, like a normal diet, I would wake up and feel super sluggish and feel like shit. Last night, I slept like probably 5.5 hours, which is super low for me, but I was very locked in on work. I wake up and I feel amazing. I have a lot of energy. I feel energy to go to the gym. I don't feel tired on my meetings. I have mental clarity. I can make good decisions. Like it's insane how much more is capacity you unlock on a diet like this. And most people don't realize it. They think that raw meat is dangerous, etc. The fundamental principle you need to understand to realize why raw meat is actually beneficial for you is when you cook meat, you obviously like the meat becomes literally like gray when you cook it. Why is that? Because you're removing all the nutrients. You're removing all the nutrients that are heat sensitive when you're cooking it. And guess what? Those nutrients and the enzymes in the meat is what helps you digest the meat. So when you're cooking a meat, like you're making it harder for yourself. You're increasing your body's like energy that has to spend to digest that. It makes it harder. It's like a rock coming into your stomach that your stomach has to like attack and like break down. Versus when you eat something that's raw, the enzymes are still there, so your body can digest it so much faster, and that's why you get so much more energy. It feels like you just absorb the stuff straight into your body, and that's insane. Like most people never experience that. Most people right now, like you're probably operating on a baseline where you think that your life is fine right now. You wake up every single day, you have normal energy levels, you drink a bit of coffee, maybe you take nicotine, maybe if you're really fucked, like you're taking peptides. And this is like your current state right now, which you think is good. You drink some coffee and like maybe you get up here to this point right here. Right now, I would argue that I'm probably like, you're here right now. I am like up here. This is my baseline right now because of my diet. And obviously there's also like some other habits to it. But you don't know this because your highest level has like in ever that you have achieved is like, it's up here. So I'm telling you like, and this is the same for every single person that I get on this diet, every single person that I tell to like try out the raw meat diet, which people are usually very skeptical towards doing. They realize like a couple of months later, they come back to me and it's like, Alex, my baseline is completely shifted. They have so much more energy, more mental clarity. They have so much more ability to focus, to get more confidence. Their testosterone goes up. They get more like ambitious, get less lazy. Like everything in their life increases when you do this. So I'm going to share with you in a second of like what I actually like eat specifically and like how I actually started this. But just understand that your baseline literally goes up, and then you can do like you can add on other stuff here. Like even if you want to get like to a higher level, you can like there's some stuff you can do to get to an even higher level when it comes to dialing in other habits, not just like diet, when it comes to like sleep and there's other things to get like to even higher level to get like to peak state. But like your entire baseline just goes up massively, and it's such a big difference. It's absolutely insane. So my message for this video is understand that you can take the shortcut. You can do peptides and things like that and like just do stuff that's unnatural and basically take shortcuts in everything you do. Or you can do something like this. It's not gonna be an overnight quick fix and it's like change everything in your life. But raw meat, it's the natural way that we're supposed to eat stuff, supposed to eat, the natural diet for us humans. And it's gonna give you the same benefits, more energy, more muscle, more mental bandwidth, easier ability to tan, like everything that you want from peptides. But it's going to do it in a way that's not going to fuck up your health fundamentally and not give you these negative side effects. This crazy, if you read into like peptides, there's so crazy side effects from that. So why would you do that? Why would you take the shortcuts when you do something like that? Even with nicotine and all these things, like why would you be dependent on something external when you can have just like a simple approach to it. I love keeping my life super, super simple. I would rather like eat the same thing every single day, drink same type of water, and just like have a super, super simple routine every single day instead of having to have like all these additions and like having to take nicotine and rely on caffeine, etc. I want to have a simple, straightforward life. That's why I got into high ticket sales and business and like entrepreneurship to begin with, because I wanted to have freedom, right? I want to ask you, do you think that you have freedom if you're relying on caffeine, nicotine, and peptides in order to just like live your everyday life? Obviously not. And that's the point of this video, is like realize that you will get the freedom that you're looking for when you simplify your entire life. Right now, what I eat every single day, I eat meat, raw meat, I eat raw eggs, I drink water, and I eat raw butter. That's literally like all that I have every single day. So it's a simple diet. When I go to the grocery store, when I try to like find a restaurant to eat at, like it's always super, super simple. And also oysters, sometimes 6 to 12 oysters when I get the chance, when I have access to it. That's all I eat. It's so simple. I feel amazing, and it gives me that freedom. I don't have to worry about like, did I take my nicotine, or did I get my peptides, or like all that bullshit. Simple, gives me freedom, makes me feel amazing, all natural. So yeah, I hope this makes sense. If you wanna like ask me questions about like how this works and like how you can get into the things that I can give you some advice. If you wanna shoot me a message on Instagram, and yeah, if you want to get into high ticket sales, get trained by me, get placed in role, you can apply for that down below this video. And I'll see you as always tomorrow in the next video. Take care. Ciao.